A war is brewing inside America's justice system. On one side, Letitia James, the New York Attorney General who took down Trump in court.
Letitia James' office just announced it will not toss out its $470 million civil fraud judgment against President-elect Donald Trump.
President Trump's lawyers are trying to get the New York Attorney General to set aside that case. But as they said in their letter today, they're refusing to do so because that case, which was a civil litigation, is primarily and almost exclusively about his pre-presidential conduct and running the Trump Organization. And as they say in their letter, there are over a dozen other defendants who are part of that $450 million plus civil fraud judgment. I want to point out also that this is part of their strategy to sort of extend the presidential immunity argument from the opinion over the weekend. You can see them do that with the New York DA's office as well. That office's brief in response to a motion to dismiss the New York hush money case, where there is also a verdict, is expected later today. We should expect to see them also fight back against the idea that the judgment has to be thrown out merely because Trump is going to be president again.
On the other, Pam Bondi, Trump's new Attorney General, back with a vengeance. This isn't just politics, it's personal.
We're here today because we have filed charges against the state of New York. We have filed charges against Kathy Hochul. We have filed charges against Letitia James and Mark Schroeder, who is with DMV. This is a new DOJ, and we are taking steps to protect Americans, American citizens, and angel moms, like the mom standing right behind me.
Letitia James led one of the biggest civil fraud cases in New York history, landing a $454 million judgment against Donald Trump. She became a hero to the left and a target to the right.
The Justice Department recently received a criminal referral against New York Attorney General Letitia James for fraud. We haven't heard much about it. Could you or the Attorney General give us an update as to what's going on with that investigation?
Well, I don't want to get involved in something that Pamela is involved with. If you'd like to say something, Pam? I can say unrelated to that, she's a disaster for New York. She's a horrible, horrible human being. And I think she's a total crook. There's no question about it. But that's just my opinion. Pam's going to have to do what she wants.
Enter Pam Bondi, Trump loyalist, former Florida AG, and now the top cop in America. Within weeks of taking office, Bondi launched a federal investigation into James herself. The FBI is now probing whether James committed mortgage fraud, allegedly lying about a Brooklyn property to get better loan terms. Her camp says it's a paperwork error. Bondi's camp calls it criminal.
Justice Department is launching a criminal investigation into Letitia James over mortgage fraud allegations. The DOJ is probing whether the New York Attorney General misrepresented a home in Virginia as her primary residence to get more favorable loan terms, and whether she bought a 5-family property in Brooklyn with a loan that's meant for homes with 4 units or less.
Critics say this is revenge, Trump's DOJ going after one of his biggest enemies. But Bondi says she's just enforcing the law. 2 women, 2 powerhouses, 1 political battlefield. Will this be a legitimate investigation or just political payback? Smash that like button, drop a comment. Do you think this is real justice or Trump's revenge tour? Subscribe to Daily Plug for more courtroom clashes and political power moves.